Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Thursday afternoon, beginning at 1 p.m. till 3:30, and it's my Vinyl Treasures show where I spin my original vinyl 45s. It's like an ad hoc day of playing certain things. We're going to close out the Times Square Records survey from August, from July and August, as I keep on forgetting here. Look at this big piece of paper here that Spence gave me. It's from July and August of 1962. Top sales of at Times Square Records, and we're going to pick it up, I think, with number 25, but I got some bonus records we're going to talk about, but I'm sure many of you recognize that instrumental opener there. That is the theme song from Dick. Actually, it was Bob Horn's first, I think, but then Dick Clark's American Bandstand. That was by Les Elgart and his orchestra. It was called Bandstand Boogie. That was released in March of 1954 on the Columbia label. And the song, I think that he used this song through 1969 when it was replaced, I think, by Mike Curb's Bandstand Theme. And this is, again, Les Elgart and his orchestra, Bandstand Boogie on the Columbia label, to open up today's show. But I'm going to start it off here. I think I have 8 records that Times Square was looking for. Actually, if you picked up the survey, well, Spence blew this up for me, this big survey here. A lot of people don't seem to have this survey, though, this top 150. And it says here, which is very interesting. I mean, I never was there. I would have loved to have been in Times Square Records at the time. But it says the following records, among thousands we need, are worth high credit each. Which means if you bring them in good condition, I guess at that time good condition meant maybe VG plus or better, probably, you'd have to say, versus how today we look at a G record, which is not that good. In good condition on 45 RPM to us, you can have any records in exchange, new or old, of our stock in the store, albums or singles, with no cash involved. Okay. And I don't know what records we're selling in the store normally, a normal oldie record, maybe $1 or a little less. He goes, here Well, I'll read them because I'm going to play them. I have them all that I'm going to play, except this one. It says, for the first one who brings in Stormy Weather by the Five Sharps on the Jubilee label, 45 RPM, we will give you $150 cash. That was probably a lot of money back in 1962. I don't know if it equates to what that record is worth today. And then on 78 RPM, which evidently this record supposedly only exists, they were willing to give you $50 cash. And then it says here, if the record you want is not on this list, call and ask if we have it. Call the number or write. We have 20,000 different titles, including pop. So there you go. So anyway, so let's just start it off here with the first record here. I kind of picked them randomly here. And this first group, they're from the Bronx, New York, and you know this group's signature song came out on the Backbeat record label in 1957. It was called "Tell Me Why." That was their signature record. But this was their very last single that came out on the Capitol label, written by the lead singer. His name is Norman Fox. This is Norman Fox and the Rob Roys on the Capitol label. Now, what was Slim willing to pay for this? He was willing to give you $5 for this record if you had it. I don't know, maybe at the time they didn't find copies or whatever, so maybe it was a rare record back then. But anyway, let's give it a spin here. From January 59, Norman Fox and the Rob Roys on the Capitol label. Their tune is called Pizza Pie. This is a bonus.
We were standing on the sidewalk, just admiring the view, and we thought that we would go downtown and find something to do. And we saw this place upon the corner, and it looked real swell. So we opened the door, we went inside. This is what we yell now: pizza. Hey, pizza. Well, I got a chick I really dig. I'm gonna love her all of my life. I'm gonna take her home and marry her and keep her for my wife. And when the people come and ask me the question, I'm gonna tell them why. 'Cause she stands in the kitchen and makes me all those great big pizza pies. Now pizza. Hey, pizza. Well, the time went by and we had some kids, and they're the apple of my eye. And they're growing big and strong and tall, and their heads right up to the sky. Now some may wonder why they're so healthy. This is my reply: 'cause they've been born and bred and always fed on great big pizza pies. Now pizza. Hey, pizza. Well, and now I'm getting old, hey brother, and I'm getting ready to die. But there's one request that I must make before I hit the sky. And that request is something no man in his right mind did not deny. 'Cause when they put me 6 feet under, I'm taking a great big pizza pie. Now pizza. Hey, pizza pie. Hey, pizza pie.
As Norman Fox and the Rob Roys, that's their final release that came out on the Capitol record label. From January 59, Pizza Pie, of course, the flip side is a great ballad, Dream Girl, that I think many of the collectors prefer to the up-tempo side. But again, Slim Rose offering $5 for that, 45. Let's continue here with another bonus 45 on the Times Square list, this time by the Moonglows. This is on Art Sheridan's Chance record label. It's the group's third release on Chance. Features Bobby Lester on lead. And this was a cover song. This was first recorded by Doris Day. She had a big hit with it back in 1953. But the Moonglows covered it. And he was willing to give, for this one, $17. Of course, I can use an upgrade for $17. That would be fun. But let's give it a spin here. 1954. These are the Moonglows, February 54, on the Chance label. Bobby Lester on lead, their rendition of the tune Secret Love.
Secret love that lives within the heart of me. All too soon my secret love became impatient to be free. So I told a friendly star, wonderful you are, and why I'm so in love with you. Now I shout it from the highest hill, even told the golden daffodil. At last my heart an open door. My secret love, no secret anymore. Now I shout it from the highest hill, even though the golden daffodil. At last my heart an open door. My secret love's no secret anymore. My secret love, no secret anymore.
Those are the Moonglows there. The Moonglows from, lost my place, February 1954. That's Bobby Lester on lead. And that one there is their third release on the Chance label. A cover of the Doris Day tune Secret Love. Willing to pay $17 for that. I think even back then, I would pay $17 in 1962 for that record. I don't think that came on red vinyl, if I'm not mistaken, but I do need an upgrade. I bought that a long time ago. Decent price, but kind of crackly. Not happy, and I like that record. I do. So let's continue here with another bonus, and this is unusual that he would have this on the list, because you would think that they would know about all the Mercury releases, because he was looking for this Del Vikings song, and it was never really released as a single until 1963. They put it out on their Celebrity Series, because this came out either on the EP, on an EP, which was the result of an LP for this group from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the LP was called They Sing, They Swing. And it came out on the Mercury label. And there were 3 separate EPs, I think, that made up that whole... and I have them all, and I have featured cuts as requested by you listeners out there. But EP number 1, I think it had Come Along With Me, which was a single. The White Cliffs of Dover, I don't think that was a single. Now Is the Hour, and this song, which, as I said, eventually came out on a 45. But this was on the Mercury, well, I'm featuring it on the Mercury Celebrity Series. Now, he was willing to pay, if there, maybe on the EP, it doesn't really say, he said 45 RPM. He was willing to pay $4 for this, but I don't know, it really didn't exist even at the time of this release, except on the EP. But we'll play it. I'll feature it on the Mercury Celebrity Series, a DJ copy too, by the way. Originally from June 57, these are the Del Vikings, Norman Wright on lead, and their rendition of the tune, A Sunday Kind of Love.
I'm through with my old love. I loved her through and through. I'm searching for a new love. Can that new love be you? I want a Sunday kind of love. To heaven, oh, with money's our goal. I want a love to heaven to hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. Sunday kind of love. I want a love that's on the square and on a road that leads nowhere. I want a love to heaven to hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. But I'm through my Sunday dreaming, with all my Sunday scheming, with every minute, every hour, every day. Well, I'm hoping to discover what a certain kind of lover who will show me the way. My heart needs someone to unfold to heaven, oh, with money's our goal. I want love to heaven to hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. Well, I do my Sunday dreaming, all my Sunday scheming, every minute, hour, every day. Oh, well, I'm hoping to discover certain kind of lover who will show me the way. My heart needs someone to enfold, to heaven, oh, when money's our goal. I want love to heaven to hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a Sunday kind of love.
Those are the Del Vikings there. Norman Wright on lead, the Del Vikings, with their rendition of the tune Sunday Kind of Love. Featured it on the Celebrity Series, so this was not on a 45 at all, not till 1963, May of 63, but originally released either on the EP or the LP, but they were looking for the 45. Slim Rose was June 57 there, the Del Vikings with A Sunday Kind of Love. I picked out 8 of the bonus singles to play that were listed on the sheet, and here is a record number 5 as we go to New Haven, Connecticut for this group, and we lost the lead singer, Fred Paris, on January 15, 2022. I think I did a tribute that day too on Fred Paris at the time, but this was their 3rd release on Bobby Robinson's Red Robin record label. What was he giving for this record here at the time? He wanted, where is it here? Gerald, where is it? Sunday Kind of Love. I see Secret Love. I see the Del Vikings. I see Pizza Pie. Oh, here it is. He was giving $5 for this record at the time. $5 for the Scarlets from February 1955. This is with Fred Paris on lead as we go to Bobby Robinson's Red Robin record label. Some of these play with some hiss Yes, but this is the flip side of Crybaby. It's called True Love by Fred Paris and the Scarlets from February '55. Yeah, those are the Scarlets. The Scarlets out of New Haven, Connecticut. That's their, what did I say, their third release. That is their, I can't even see. I'm going to get my eyes checked. Their third release on Red Robin Records. Song entitled True Love. That one there from February 1955. That song written by the first tenor, Sylvester Hopkins, and the lead singer there, Fred Paris. The Scarlets there. So, I mean, it's worth $5, I guess, back in 1962 for that. It's a little bit more now to try to find that record, especially clean. So let's continue here. Got pulled, I think, 9 records to play here as the bonus. This next group, they are... This group on Back to Capitol Records, they are from Brooklyn, New York. They were signed to Capitol Records, and it's unfortunate, though, Capitol did not really promote this group well enough, and they should have, because this group really, their records should have been big, big hits for them. And many of their releases are well known regionally, but not really nationally. And they had 3 great records, or 4, I guess we can really say, on the Capitol label, although their 4th was a re-release of their first. And this song I first heard on the Gus Gossard show, went on my want list. He played Chapel Bells a lot by this group, but he also played this song, their 3rd release on the Capitol record label. It features Tony Pasalacqua on lead. This is with Jesse Stone and the orchestra. And Slim was offering for this record on the Capitol label, if you happen to have it, $4. $4 for this 45. Let's go to let's go to July of 1959. Give a listen to the Fascinators. Fascinators on the Capitol label, a great tune. It's called Oh Rose Marie.
Oh, Rosemary, please won't you try to give your love to me? Don't pass me by. Oh, Rosemary, I've waited so long and faithfully. Don't say it's wrong. Oh, Rosemary, I've made a vow no other love could be. I'll prove it now. Oh, Rosemary, I will never lie to you eternally. My heart is tied. Oh, Rosemary, for all my plea, there's been no answer, though my heart says please. On what you do, my life depends, and with your answer, love starts or ends. Rosemary, 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 oh Rosemary, please won't you try to give your love to me? Don't pass me by. Oh Rosemary, I've waited so long and faithfully. Don't say it's wrong. Oh, Rosemary, I've made a vow no other love could be. I'll prove it now.
That's a great sound. That's a great sound of Tony Pasalacqua and the Fascinators there. That's their third release on the Capitol record label, Oh Rose Marie, from July 1959. Slim gonna give you $4 for that 45 if you have it. You know, the promos I think are more desirable for some reason, those like those light aqua blue promos, I think, but it's not really that I don't want to say it's a common record to find, really. Chapel Bells you may be able to find much easier, but not this one. And I don't know, we're going to send that one out to Joe Shacatano. I never could dedicate an up-tempo record to him, but evidently he likes that one there. So we'll send it out to Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room. Let's continue here. Got 3 more 45s here as the bonus, as this group, they are from, I think, Penn Hills, Pennsylvania, or one of the members, or a couple of the members were, and this is their debut single. Their debut single came out on the RCA subsidiary Groove Records, and the tune written by the lead singer. His name is Leon Daniels. Now, this did chart, too. This was a big record, number 3 on WILY in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And what was Slim willing to give for this record? He was offering $7. $7 for this, more than the Tony Pasalacqua record. Well, anyway, he wanted $7. Was offering $7 for this record, maybe on the small print or the larger print, which I think is I don't know. I prefer the real tiny print on this, but it's a great 2-sided 45. This is from September 1956. Let's give a listen to the Elvinos. The Elvinos on the Groove label. It's called Geraldine.
Ba 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 doody body wah, 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 oh 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 oh, doody body wah, ba doody body wah, Geraldine, oh
Geraldine, won't you be my queen? For this, my darling, I will be your king. Oh, I need your love so bad. I need your love so bad. Cause that's the best love that I've ever had. Oh, oh, Geraldine. Oh, oh, Geraldine. Oh, oh, Geraldine. Oh, oh, Geraldine.
There you go. That's Leon Daniels and the Elvinos, September 1956. That's their debut single. On the Groove record label, Geraldine is the name of the tune, and Slim was offering, $7 for that record. Amazing he was. But let's continue. Two more extras to go here. Listen, the Moonglows return this time with a Christmas song. We're going to talk about Christmas after this record. This is their second release on Art Sheridan's Chance record label. Tune written by Harvey Fuqua, who is on lead, and he gets writer credit on this along with their manager, which was disc jockey Alan Freed. He's on all their records, and I guess he had to be. He was promoting their records. But this is from December of 53. These are the Moonglows. Now, Slim was offering $26 for this record if you had it and you walked in there in the store. So there you go. This is a big ticket item there at the time back in 1962. But let's give a listen to Sound of the Season here, as this is the last day of the month. Christmas records are starting to be played now. December 53, the Moonglows on Chance with the Harvey Fuqua on lead. It's called Just a Lonely Christmas.
Just a lonely, lonely Christmas. What a glad one it would be if only my lover would come back to me. Seems like she's been gone 1,000 years as the days and nights roll by. Oh yes, she's gone away. Oh, tell me while sitting by my window, watching the snowdrops fall, just wishing that my baby would come back again. Just a lonely, lonely Christmas for you. Each night and day I pray
That's the sound of the moon glows here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And that one there, Just a Lonely Christmas. It features Harvey Fuqua on lead, December 1953. Have that on red vinyl on Chance Records, and that's their second release on the Chance label. It was interesting when I got this record many, many years ago. Spence was at the Allentown, PA show, and he said, Johnny, I got some records. They're a little bit pricey, but I'm going to bring them up to you tonight. And you don't have to give me any money yet, but I'll want you to have them and play them on your set. I said, okay, Spence, bring them up here. I'll take them. So he brought that up with another one, too. But anyway, you know that we are getting into the Christmas season here. I want to make an announcement for my friend and a fellow collector and music historian. Bill Obe will be doing his 26th annual Collector's Christmas Show on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. That is for Frank and Gordon that host that show. Will be on Sunday, December 10th, 2023 from 3 to 5 p.m. That is a Sunday. Mark your calendars on that, as this is, I think, is what it is his, I think it's, how long have you been doing this, Bill? You've been doing this a long time here. Well, I got to make another announcement too, because Frank and Gordon also do a Christmas show too. But Bill was telling me how many years he's been doing it. It's a long, long time. It's not on this pamphlet here, is it? I'm looking. Yeah, unplayed Christmas seasonal recordings. He's going to have a gospel set also. Of course, you know that Bill did that gospel special here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That was a big, big success. And also on the R&B Serenade, too, a major success there. So he will be doing, well, that was the Wayne Sterling special. But he will be doing future gospel specials. And so you got to stay tuned. It'll be here on the Vinyl Treasure Show in the next year, in the first quarter of the year, when the weather gets nice. But not only will Bill be doing that special on the 10th, also that Frank and Gordon will be having their Rhythm and Blues Serenade Christmas show, which was their 34th annual program, on the 17th. It would be the following Sunday, again from 3 p.m. Eastern Time till 5 p.m. Eastern Time on WHRU. Forgot to give that out, WHRU 88.7 FM. And if you can't get that on your radio, you can tune in on the internet, www.whru.org. And when they come up, you'll see there might be a couple players. So I picked the second player, and it'll come up, and then you can hear it on your PC or on your phone. So again, tune in to Bill Obe on December 10th, 2023, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on WHRU 88.7 FM. And or here you can listen to the live stream on www.whru.org. And then the following week, tune in to the R&B Serenade. Frank Gingaro and Gordon Skagberg will be doing their Christmas special, their annual Christmas special. So stay tuned for that. We will be plugging this. Yesterday was a disaster for Johnny G. Well, the gardeners are here. They're using their blower there. So what happened was that my show was my last Saturday's show was blocked. So whatever their algorithms are, I don't know what their algorithms are, but whenever they identify an international song that I don't play, so I played the Shells' Happy Holiday, okay? The Shells on Johnson. So they said that was the Italian version of The End by Earl Grant. I don't think so. And then the other song was, I played a request for Bob Hannis by the Townsmen on PJ, a rare record from '63. They said that was Tony Sheridan and the Beatles. I Need Some Insurance, something like that. I don't know. I said, I don't even know that song. So why are you condemning this video? and they wouldn't let me remove it, so I filed a dispute. And they said to me, if you're filing a faulty dispute, we can drop you from YouTube. I said, well, look, I don't want to make any money on this stream. I just want it aired. I just want the listeners to be able to listen to the songs and see the records. That's all I want. And then, there were a couple other things there that were I said, I don't understand. I played My Saddest Hour before by the Five Keys. What is the issue with that record? Why? And it was UMG, I think. I forget who was doing it for them. And there was the Starlets, Please Ring My Phone. There was Timothy's Request by Billy Storm, something about puppy love. They did it on behalf of Walt Disney. That was a no-no, and I forget the other one. There were 4 others. I said, I've played these before on the show, but I think it had to do with the international thing, because certain countries have different copyright laws. But it was a disaster. So they blocked 2 shows of the last 3 that I've done. But you always can go to vinyltreasures.net. So if you want to hear that show, and you were coming to look for the video, it's not there. They have 30 days to get back to me. So maybe one day you'll just see it pop up. That's happened before. If I see it, I will mention it. But it's very upsetting, because Charlene and I spend a lot of time to put this together, and they block it. So I don't think that's pretty cool. And I understand the frustration with the listeners. I can't tell you how many emails I received, not only here in the U.S., but internationally, that tune into the program. So anyway, I apologize for them. But let's continue. One more bonus hit. Or it's not a bonus hit, but one more record. And this record, I don't know how he's looking for this record, because I think there was a lot of quantity found on this group on RCA. The group is out of Brooklyn, New York. I could see their first release that came out on the Watts label, but they recorded for RCA. They also recorded for Carlton, and this is their second of 2 on the RCA label. And this song, originally done by Andy Williams. Andy Williams did this back in 1956 on the Cadence record label, but this group covered it. They're called the Impacts, and it features Kenny Seymour on lead. This is from September of 1959. I think, what was he asking for this record? He was asking $3 for this record. I think I paid $3 for this when it was available. But let's go to September of 1959. This is the last bonus record, The Impacts on RCA, and their rendition of the tune Canadian Sunset.
Well, boom, doobie doobie boom, do a yeah, whoa, boom, doobie doobie boom, do a yeah.
Once I was alone, so lonely, and then you came out of nowhere, like the sun up from the hills. Cold, cold was the wind. Warm, warm were your lips. Out there on that ski trail, where your kiss filled me with thrill. Oh, weekend in Canada, a change of scene was the most I bargained for. Hey, and then I discovered you, and in your eyes I found a love that I couldn't ignore. Well,
Doobie doobie boom, do a yeah, whoa, boom, doobie doobie boom, do a yeah.
down came the sun. Fast, fast beat my heart. I knew as the sun set from that day
There you go. That's the last bonus track there. Those are the Impacts. The Impacts from September 59. It's on the RCA record label, their rendition of the tune Canadian Sunset. They think they also recorded as the Blue Chips for RCA and the Groove record label. So let's start off with the countdown, as we're starting off with number 25. This record dropping 13 notches from the previous month. It was number 12 when it made its debut in the month of June. Drops down to number 25, and this group from Wantagh, New York. If I said that right, Paul Michel, as Paul, these are high school buddies, or high school buddies of Paul, a listener here to the Vinyl Treasure show, and this came out on a number of labels. First came out on the Music Makers label in 1961. Then it came out on Dual Records, probably sold in Times Square on Dual from February 62. But the members of this group were lead singer Frank Mancuso, Philip Agtuka, he was the second tenor, Bobby Bloom, first tenor, Pete Antuka, baritone, and Richie LaCausi, he was the bass, and I think King Curtis, he was the sax player on this, and Mickey Baker, the guitar player, coming in at number 25, the Imaginations on the Music Maker label. It's called Hey You, number 25.
Da da da, do wah wah, do wah wah, do wah wah, yeah, do wah wah, do wah wah, do wah wah, hip hip hip, do wah wah, do wah wah, do wah wah, do woo woo, da da da, do wah wah, 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 do wah wah.
As coming in at number 25 on the survey, the Imaginations on the Music Makers label from 1961. Hey You is the name of the tune. Let's move to number 24. This record dropped 11 notches from number 13 the previous month to number 24 for this group out of California. Now, for you collectors out there, the true first presses of this should say the Five Trojans, and I showed you the second press there as the Trojans, but This group consisted of Henry Dunson, Ron Ellington, Freddie Flamer, Mitchell Perker, and James Thompson, and collectively they were known as the Five Trojans. Coming in at number 24, September 1958. This record is as old as your host, Johnny G. This is on Imogene Fidali's Tender record label. It's called Alone in This World, number 24.
I'm alone in this world without a girl of my own. Everybody's saying my heart's made of stone, but if one was true, really, really true, oh, I'm alone in this world. There must be a girl. I'm so disappointed. My faith will my heart is blind. Give me a sign that you're changing me. Oh, will I knock on your heart on 1st of September? We close the doors on 4th of November. You lock me in your heart and threw the key away. We'll be happy each and every day, baby. You're my one desire. You know you set my soul on fire. Oh, oh, oh,
Coming in at number 24 on the survey, the Five Trojans. Five Trojans, September 1958, release on the Tender record label, Alone in This World is the name of the tune. Great two-sided 45-2, by the way. Let's move to number 23, as this group had two entries in this survey. This one moved up to number number 23 from number 36 the previous month. And the first press on this, first press I am not featuring because it's not that clean. It is, I think it's Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, I think the first presses need to say Fair Lawn, New Jersey on the label, but there's others. There's a New York address, and then there's this. I think is the third press for the record, which is the cleanest one I have. And they're from Brooklyn, New York. It features Emil Stucchio on lead. This is from September 1960, coming in at number 23. Let's give a listen to the classics. The classics on the Dart label. It's called Cinderella, number 23. The classics.
Well, it's 12 o'clock, now you must go.
I met this chick at Saturday dance, knew that I would take a chance, said maybe that I should wait, take it home not too late, said sorry I like your style, but I gotta go in a little while. Met this chick the other night, everything was going right, told her of the stars above, how my heart is full of love. Cinderella, Cinderella, she close it off. This little baby's gotta keep to the clock. Met this chick and told her why. And I'm gonna say goodbye. See you in a year or two. Don't call me, I'll call you. Met this chick in a year or two. Told how my love was true. Said, Prince, I love you so. Get in the coach and go, man, go. It's when I jump with gay laughter. And I've been happy ever after. Took this chick to my guitar. Now we're happy as can be. Got my kids and want to come. Now we're living in harmony. My bicycle.
That's Emil Stucchio and the Classics coming in at number 23 on the survey on Roger Sherman's Dart Records, originally out of Fair Lawn, New Jersey, but multiple presses on that one. That's probably the third press there, which plays the cleanest, by the way. I probably have more down in the No Humidity basement. That one there from September of 1960. Let's move to number 22 here with a novelty song. I guess we can call it a novelty song. I have to ask Darren if this was released in Canada. This originally on the Blast record label. I think Vinny Catalano, I think this was his label, Blast Records. And a record I heard Gus Gossard play. I like the ballad side on this, which is the serious side, called The Trial of My Love. But the flip side comes in at record number 22 from 1961. Let's give a listen to the Court Jesters on the Blast label. It's called Roaches.
Don't leave your food on the table.
Why, honey, why?
Because of those roaches.
Oh, crawling up your floor. Roaches. Oh, crawling in and out your door. Roaches. Oh, eat your food and want more. Roaches. Oh, crawling up your wall. Roaches. Oh, crawling up and down the hall. Roaches. Oh, eat your food and that ain't all. Don't you leave your food on the table. Why, it's because of those crawling bugs. They will eat up all of your food and go hopping and tipping and crossing for more. Roaches. Oh, crawling up your floor. Roaches. Oh, crawling in and out the door. Roaches. Oh, eat your food and want more. Don't you leave your food on the table. Why, it's because of those crawling bugs. They will eat up all of your food and go hopping and tripping and crossing for more. Roaches. Oh, crawling up your wall. Roaches. Oh, crawling up and down the hall. Roaches. Oh, eat your food and that ain't all. Roaches.
There you go. Those are the Court Jesters. We'll send that one out to Grace. That is down in the... She's in the kitchen with my mother watching the stream here. As she said that it's a funny song. Yes, it is, Grace. It actually was released, believe it or not, and a song about insects. I wonder if I can do a show about insects. I don't know about a whole show. But anyway, there you go. The Court Jesters, 1961. I used to hear this on Oldies Radio here in New York City. That's on the Blast label. Roaches, this record was re-released in 63 with a different number, I think. But the original is number 201. I think it's 203, I think. And it's styrene. I hate styrene 45s. I was playing around with this turntable here, and I think I got the weight back to where it was because I was testing a 78 I'm going to play. We'll see how much time I have. I may put a few more 78s on, so I don't want to switch it back. I'll be and it's only maybe 2 more records after that, so maybe I'll put some 78s on. I'll see how they sound. But anyway, let's continue. We move from 22 to number 21, moving up 53 notches from 74 the previous month. And it's a Kitty lead here. Kitty lead, the group is out of Manhattan. They were called the Valchords. This came out on the Game Time record label. It features Tommy Drumgoole on lead, and as mentioned on the label, and he co-wrote this tune. And no, that's the wrong side there for this. That's for the other side. But anyway, September 57, these are the Valchords on Game Time Records. The song is called Candy Store Love. The Valchords, number 21.
Candy store loves
Coming in at number 21 on the survey, the Valchords there. Tommy Drumgoole, he's the lead singer. September 57, Raymond Brown, he's the bass here in the background. Candy Store Love, that's on Game Time Records. 3 different presses on that for you collectors out there. And the hardest one is the true first press with the double lines. I think it's like a thick line, a thin line, how it shows. This is I'll show it to you again. But then there is a second press with just one line, and then there's the wavy lines, I think, which is a third press. So that record, a constant seller, I guess. I don't know. But let's continue. Let's move to number 20 here, as this record made its debut the previous month at number 11. This group out of Brooklyn, New York, it dropped 9 notches to number 20 on this survey, and It features a Dickie Goldman on lead. This one arranged and conducted by Tico Wilshire. And this received a lot of heavy play on WABC here in New York City. And this was still selling. It was not that old. It was this record released in June of '61, still selling in Times Square. Let's give a listen to number 20 by the Concords on the RCA record label, their rendition of the tune, Again.
Again, again, yeah, sa-na-la-la-la-la-la-la, again, again, yeah, sa-na-la-la-la-la-la-la,
Again, whoa, again, down, down, sa-na-na-na-na-na-na, 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 again, whoa, again, down, down, sa-na-na-na-na-na.
Go, coming in at number 20 on the survey from June '61. Those are the Concords. The Concords, Dickie Goldman on lead. That's on the RCA record label. Their rendition of the tune Again. Of course, they would have other releases on Gramercy Records, Rust, Herald, and I think Epic, the same group there. Very popular here in the New York area. Johnny G here, spinning my original vinyl 45s. It's our Thursday afternoon show. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notifications. If you have a request, I'm taking them for the Saturday night show. Send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If I have the 45, I'll feature it for you here on the program, and we're going to be playing 78s. Going to try some 78s today. Let's continue with the survey. Let's move to number 19. This record, dropping 9 notches from the previous month, was number 10, and this song originally done by the Cleftones, and this is actually the B-side of the 45, of this 45 by this group, released in April of '62. The flip side was called Coney Island Baby, which charted nationally, by the way, but the flip side is what Slim was pushing at the time. And this one arranged by Vidi Catalano. I think this is his Blast record label. We just heard Roaches by the Court Jesters. Well, let's go to April of '62 for number 19. It features Dennis Kestenbaum on lead here. These are the Excellence on the Blast label. This is the B-side to Coney Island Baby, their rendition of the Cleftones tune, You Baby You, at number 19. There you go. Those are the Excellence. Excellence coming in at number 19 on the survey. That's from April 62. That's the flip side of Coney Island Baby. It's on the Blast record label. You Baby You is the name of the tune. Record I used to hear on the Gus Gossard show quite a bit. Actually, both sides of that 45. Must be driving a Joe Shacatano crazy with all these up-tempos, but they will be ballads coming up shortly here. But let's continue to entry number 18. This another group out of Brooklyn, New York, and this song made its debut in the month of June, coming in at number 4, dropping 14 notches to number 18. And this is a charted record too, nationally charted. Didn't do so well. Was number 109 on Billboard. And for, I think, 6 weeks now, Emil Stucchio, again, they are back, the Classics. He's the lead singer. And I'm featuring the True First Press on this, which is Dart Records, which came out in May of 1961. It really is not easy to find on Dart. I showed you 2 others. I think nationally Mercury put it out. I don't know how this Streamline label picked it up, but they did too. I picked that one up sometime in my travels. But let's go to entry number 18 from May 61, the Classics on the Mercury label. Their rendition of the tune. It's called "Life Is But a Dream, Sweetheart," number 18 on Dart.
Bang, 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 dwap, dwap, wop, wop.
Bang, 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 wah, wah, ooh, zoom. Bang, 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 wah, wah, ooh, zoom. Bang, 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 wah, wah, ooh, zoom. Oh, sweetheart. Well, life is but a dream. It's what you make of it, no matter how it seems. You know you love it so with all its plans and schemes. Life is but a dream, sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart. Love is all a game. It tries to make you blue, yet it's all the same. No matter what you do, I guess I am to blame. 'Cause life is but a dream, sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart. When I come to see you, then I see that you're blue. When I kiss your lips, I feel my heart going tick, tick, tick. Well, life is but a dream. It's what you make of it, no matter how it seems. You know you love it so with all its plans and schemes. Life is but a dream, sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart. When I come to see you, then I see that you're blue. When I kiss your lips, I feel my heart going tick, 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 tick. Life is but a dream. It's what you make of it, no matter how it seems. You know you love it so with all its plans and schemes. Life is but a dream, sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart, sweetheart. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's Emil Stucchio and the Classics there. That's their second that we just heard Cinderella not too long ago. This one here, number 18 from May 61. The Classics there with their rendition of the tune "Life Is But a Dream," but they add "Sweetheart" to it, maybe to differentiate it. I don't know why they did that, but that one there on the original label on Dart Records. And we want to welcome in Frank Chingaro to the Vinyl Treasure Show. He's in our YouTube chat room. Of course, Frank is half of the duo of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. Yeah, Frank and Gordon host that show on WHRU 88.7 FM on Sundays. They will be doing their 34th Christmas special that they do every year. So that will be on December 17th. So you want to tune into that from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on WHRU. Of course, December 10th, Bill Obe will be doing his annual Christmas special that he does on the R&B Serenade. And again, and Bill tells me that all the records that he plays on these Christmas shows every year on WHRU he's never played before. I think there's one record or one song that he plays that he played previously, and he'll be doing a gospel Christmas set too on the 10th. So tune into that on Sunday, December 10th, and then Gordon and Frank will be doing their annual Christmas show on the 17th. So lots of cool shows to listen to during the month of December. Let's continue with the countdown here. And entry number 17, this song making its debut here on the survey. This group from Queens, New York, this record first released in October of 61 on the Madison record label. I showed you that copy. Received a lot of airplay here on the East Coast. Amy would pick this record up in January of 62, and it was on Billboard. It made it up to, I think, to number 99 on Billboard. And it's a new entry here at number 17. And it features someone by the name of Jerry Landis on lead. And he wrote the tune. Of course, Jerry Landis, you know him as Paul Simon. And this is from January 62. They are called Tico and the Triumphs, featuring it on the Amy label. It's styrene. I hate styrene painted on labels especially. So I have to ask Darren in Canada if he has this record, but it's entry number 17, Tico and the Triumphs on Amy Records. It's called Motorcycle.
Motorcycle. Well, I drive around on a red motorcycle. Every day after school, I'm a motorcycle fool. Driving with my baby, don't you know, real cool. Going, yeah, 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 a motorcycle. Whoa, motorcycle. Come on with me, baby, on my red motorcycle. From here all around to the other side of town, everywhere you go, there's a motorcycle sound going, yeah, 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 a motorcycle. Motorcycle. And everywhere that I go, everybody's gonna know that you can't catch a motorcycle when he wants to go. Yeah, 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 motorcycle. Whoa, motorcycle.
Sometimes it's surprising when records are on this survey, and I don't know what their, I guess, the intentions is to sell records, and you're dealing with a lot of the collectors that would go in there. I think they were like, the old-time collectors that were into the, Castels and Moonglows and Four Buddies, etc. So when a record like that comes in, listen, it's okay, plus, it was popular at the time, and nothing against that record, really. But anyway, that's coming in at number 17 on the survey, January 62. I featured it on the Amy label. label. Tico and the Triumphs, and that's with Paul Simon on lead. The song is called Motorcycle. I've never had a motorcycle. I've never driven a motorcycle. I know maybe some of you have done that. I have not, though. I think my aunt was on a motorcycle, though. But I think really they could be very dangerous if you don't know how to use one. But don't take my word. But anyway, let's continue with the countdown here. And here is another new entry making its debut on the July-August list here. And so maybe there were presses that came into the store, possibly. This group from Queens, New York. They had 2 releases. Came out on the Crossroads record label. This was their second. And I think this is actually the B-side of the 45. This is really side 2. Side 1 was called Maybe Tomorrow, and this is the B-side. It's with Pete Bennett and the orchestra. Now, the members of this group were Fred Davenport, Jerry Gonzalez, a.k.a. Jerry Frulio, Dick Hardman, Alfred Freddie Inella, and Joe Orlando. Collectively, they were known as the Reflections from January 62. This is like a new record, really, just at this time. So here's a record that just came out at the time on the survey, and that's why this record was new. They were pushing this in the store. The Reflections on Crossroads. It's called I Really Must Know at number 16.
Really, 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 really must know now. Really, 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 really must know. 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 Bow, bum, ba, bum, bow, bow. You took my love, said goodbye. You took my heart, made me cry. My darling, why do you do it? Why'd you let me go? Really must know. Really must know. You took my love, said you were untrue. Now we're apart. I still love you. My darling, why'd you do it? Why'd you let me go? Really must know. You were mine just yesterday. Now you're gone. Though you seem so far away, everything is hard. Oh, you broke my heart. Said you were untrue. Now we're apart. I still love you. My darling, why'd you do it? Why'd you let me go? Really must know. You were mine just yesterday. Now you're gone. Though you seem so far away, everything is hard. Oh, you took my love, said goodbye. You took my heart, made me cry. My darling, why'd you do it? Why'd you let me go? Really must know.
That's a pretty cool white record group there, I have to say. Those are the Reflections. The Reflections are out of Queens, New York. That's their second release, actually the B-side to their second release on the Crossroads label from January 62. I Really Must Know is the name of the tune. Let's move to entry number 15 on the survey. This is the second largest jump, I think, in the top 40, because this record leaped 115 notches from 130 the previous month. And I first heard this song, I think, on the Norman Night Train show, if I'm not mistaken. Tune written by Vidi Catalano and Anthony Bernardez, produced by Billy Muir. I think this was his label, too, by the way. Shell Records out of New York City. This probably was selling in the store on the, like, that kind of gold styrene label as the original Pyramids, if you bought the record in Times Square at the time, but originally on the gray label with the 2 shells from November 58, coming in at number 15. Let's give a listen to the Pyramids. The Pyramids on Shell. It's called Ankle Bracelet at number 15.
Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love. Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love.
Oh, darling, I need you so. Don't bother what you do. Ties my heart tonight.
Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love.
I love you, believe me. Oh, can't you see? Without you, I'm lonely. Every day would be.
Ankle bracelet, symbol of my love. Let the whole world see that you belong to me. Oh, how I yearn for your kiss. Tell me you'll be mine, my one and only. Fill my heart with bliss. Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love. Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love.
Oh, darling, I need you so. Don't bother what you do. Ties my heart tonight.
Ankle bracelet, symbol of my love. Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love. Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of my love. Wear this ankle bracelet, symbol of
November 1958, release there for the Pyramids at number 15. It's on the Shell record label out of New York City. Ankle Bracelet is the name of that one. Let's move to entry number 14. This is a new entry by this integrated group from Brooklyn, New York. Number of group changes on this for this group through the years. And this is a released on the Callow record label. The first time I ever heard this was on I think it was a Rare Bird reissue LP. And then I was able to pick up the first on the green label, which is really not the way to have it. It's the way to have it is the white, with a white label with the shadow print. That's the way to have this record. And it features John Carbone on lead. Entry number 14 from 1961. Let's give a listen to the 5 discs. I know Chuck Mitchell likes the 5 discs. Maybe he likes this tune. The 5 discs on the Callow label. It's called Adios at number 5. 14.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Adios. Till I hold you in my ever-loving dreams. Adios. When I kiss you goodnight. Adios, till I hold you in my ever-loving arms.
That's entry. That's entry number 14. Entry number 14 from 1961. Those are the 5 discs. John Carbone on lead. That's on the Callow label. Their tune called Adios. Featured it on the White label. I guess it's a promo, you have to say. Really, it is. But anyway, I said 5. I don't know where I got 5. Johnny G in a tizzy here on a Thursday afternoon. Let's move to number 13 here, as this 45 made the biggest jump from the top 40. We heard one early. We heard what the one before. When did I say it was? Yeah, the Pyramids. Here's the biggest jump. This moved up 115 places from number 129 to number 13. So I wonder if Grand Records sent a quantity of those thin presses. Actually, they repressed this record, and they pressed it up as Marquees with a K. Not the, but the original is really hard to find, spelled Marquees. As we go to Philadelphia, I think it was Joe Ronco. I was at an Allentown, PA show. He approached me and said, "Johnny, Greg told me you might need this record." So I said, "Yes, I do. I do need the Marquees." So this was, I think it was the second Allentown show that I went to that he brought this to me. But it's not easy to find on the original Grand record label, Herb Slotkin's Grand Records. We go to number 13 here from May 1956. Let's give a listen to the Marquees. The Marquees on Grand. It's called The Bells.
Bum, doo doo bum, doo 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 bum, doo 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 bum, doo 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 bum, doo doo bum, doo 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 bum, doo 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 bum, doo 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 bum. I hear those bells ring for you. Doo 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 bum, doo doo bum, doo 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 bum. That we're all through the driving me I know that you want to be true, my dearest one. Don't say we're through the driving me I know that you want to be true, my dearest one. Don't say we're through for you.
Coming in at number 13 on the survey, those are the Marquees from May 1956. Herb Slotkin's Grand Records. Great sound of Philadelphia. The Marquees with the Bells at number 13. 13. Let's move to number 12 for this Hispanic group. This song jumping 44 notches from 66 to number 12. This group first recorded as The Temptations on Sid Nathan's King record label. Then they changed their name to the Van Dykes, a tune written by group member Thomas Rivera. It features Mike Cruz on lead. This song released on the King subsidiary Deluxe Records, I think, in 1961, and it charted at number 99 on the Billboard charts. But this is from December 58, the original release on the King label. These are the Van Dykes, Mike Cruz and the Van Dykes on King. It's called The Bells Are Ringing at number 12.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Say you're mine forever. Let's put our hearts together to join us as one. Those bells, bells are ringing for us to come around, to join us together, so no one can make us part. All those bells have put our hearts together and have joined us forever, forever and never to part. Bells, bells, ding dong, bells, bells,
There you go. That's on Sid Nathan's King Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio, coming in at entry number 12 from December 58, the Van Dykes. Mike Cruz on lead, the Van Dykes, with The Bells Are Ringing. I'm sure that record sold on Deluxe, the yellow Deluxe label, if you were buying that in Slim's store. And of course, they have another record too that I like on the Spring label. I think it's also available on Don. It's called Gift of Love. That's my favorite by the group. We continue here. We go back to Philadelphia at number 11. This was a new entry, so Slim must have been getting all these cool records on the Grand record label coming into the store, the second press here, or second presses, I should say, because the first presses were harder to find at that time. Maybe in the beginning he had the first presses, but what I do, I lost my place here. This is Do You Remember? And this is 1, 2, 3. This is a third release, yes. So we heard this group at number 35, featured Over a Cup of Coffee, as this is their third release, moving up 11 notches No, that's not right. This is a new entry. A new entry from January 54 for the Castells. It's George Grant and the Castells. It's their third of 7 on Grand. And the originals on this are on a thick yellow press with no address. Got to be careful on some of these Grand records, but the originals were always heavy records, really thick. So let's go to number 11, George Grant and the Castells from January 54 on the Grand label. Another Philly sound here. It's called Do You Remember, number 11.
Do you recall the night when I held you oh so tight, loving you with all my might?
Do you recall the night?
Do you recall that night? Do you remember, dear, when I held you oh so near? Now I wish that you were here.
Do you recall the night?
Do you recall that night? Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you recall it, dear?
And I wish that you were here.
I wish you were here.
Baby, do you recall the night when I held you oh so tight, loving you with all my might? Do you recall the night?
That night I love you, yes I do. I want you to love me too. Please don't ever say we're through.
Do you recall the night?
Do you recall that night?
That's a great sound of George Grant and the Castells. We'll send it out to Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's his favorite by the group. Coming in at number... lost my place. Number 11. Number 11 from January 1954. That's their third release on Herb Slotkin's Grand Records. Do You Remember is the name of the tune here. We get to the top 10 now. Top 10 on the Times Square Records survey. We started at number 150. We are at number 10. This song making its debut on the survey, coming in at number 10, released in October of 57. And the group is out of, well, I don't know if the group is out of Jersey City, New Jersey, but Gus Gordon is the lead singer of this group. They're called the Darnells. Came out in October 57. It's on the Bana label, B-A-N-A, which is out of Jersey City, New Jersey. The song is called My Little Homin' Pigeon. Gus Gordon and the Darnells at number 10.
My little homie pigeon, on you I can rely to take a message to my love and wait for a reply. Had a little quarrel, now our romance is done. My little homie pigeon, the rest is up to you. It all depends on you, my friend, so fly to her today, and don't return until you learn where to come home to stay. My little homie pigeon, my little feather friend, two hearts can beat again as one, and love will rule again. It all depends on you, my friend. So fly to her today, and don't return until you learn when she'll come home to stay. Little homie pigeon, my little feather friend. Two hearts can beat again as one, and love will rule again.
That's entry number 10 on the survey from October 57. Those are the Darnells. Gus Gordon on lead. That's on the Banna label. That's a new entry. Number 10 with My Little Homin' Pigeon is the name of the tune. Let's move to number 9 here, and it's also a new entry, you know, as the Castells return, as we go to Philadelphia here to Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. This is the follow-up to is it? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is. This is the follow-up to Over a Cup of Coffee. This is their 5th of 7 from October 1954. Again, a really thick press on this, and that small print. There you go. The Castells, George Grant and the Castells. The yellow label with no address again. The song is called Marcella at number 9.
Marcella, come closer, hold me softly, and whisper low. Oh, my darling, dearest darling, I'll never let you go. You stay out of my reach, dear, yet you haunt me in all my dreams. Can't my eyes tell you, darling, I'm not trying some evil scheme.
Every day and every night, it seems so much longer whenever you're not here. I can't go on this way much longer. So won't you please reconsider me, my dear?
Like a bird in a sandstorm. Girl, I'll keep trying to make headway. And I'll love you, yes, I'll love you, Marcella, every
Oh, there you go with George Grant and the Castells, all their records on the survey. So you're going to hear all the Castell records here on the survey. That one there from October 54. Marcella, that one there on Grand Records. That was their 5th of 7. I just got an email from YouTube that says my show from last night was partially blocked in Russia, so my 10,000 listeners in Russia can't see that. Well, that's not so much of a heartbreak. At least they didn't shut it down. We'll see. I haven't seen any. The copyright police have not been out today, so that is a good thing as long as they don't come out. But let's continue with the survey. Entry number 8 is a B-side. It's actually a new entry. Now, the A-side of this bubbled under nationally at number 105 for 5 weeks, and I think it was played in the New York area. I think it charted here in New York, a song called Imaginations by this group called The Quotations, but Slim Rose was pushing the flip side, the B side, this group from Brooklyn, New York. They're called The Quotations. It features Larry Kassman on lead from December 61 at number 8. On Verve Records. These are the Quotations with the B-side of their single. It's called Alla Mensi, if I said that right. This is number 8.
Standing on the corner, waiting for that girl. My heart, it skips a crazy beat. My head is in a whirl. I'm Metsai-Kande-Itsuki, boom, Timmy, hi, Timmy, oh, Timmy, ram-a-bum. Nick-a-nack-a-nack-a-nack, cameo. Metsai-Kande-Itsuki, boom, Timmy, hi, Timmy, oh, Timmy, ram-a-bum. Nick-a-nack-a-nack-a-nack, cameo.
Little girl, where can you be? I've been here since 3:30. Don't you know you drive me wild? Feel just like a mixed up child. Loving you drives me insane. Baby, baby, you're to blame. When the words come out this way.
Metsai-Kande-Itsuki, boom, Timmy, hi, Timmy, oh, Timmy, ram-a-bum. Nick-a-nack-a-nack-a-nack, cameo.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's the flip side. To the side Imagination, a song entitled Ali Mensi, that one there by the Quotations, December 61, coming in at number 8 on the Verve record label. Let's move to number 7 now on the survey. This record dropping 4 notches from number 3 the previous week, previous month, where it made its debut, as this group, originally from Seattle, Washington, recorded on various labels, but first recording for the Night Owl label. Then they signed to Bob Keene's Delphi and Donna record label. And then finally this release here on the Rendezvous record label, and it's a cover of a song originally done by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, but it features a female lead on this. Her name is Betty Martin. Betty Martin on lead. The group is called the Galahads from June 61 on the Rendezvous label at number 7. And their rendition of the tune, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, number 7.
Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay?
Why do they fall in
love? Why do fools fall in love?
Cover tunes here on the Times Square survey. There you go. Those are the Galahads, female lead there, Betty Martin. She's the lead, June 61 on the Rendezvous record label, doing the Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers tune, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Let's move to entry number 5. New entry here on the survey. This group, great group from Brooklyn, New York. This is their debut single. This is their first of 6 on Sid Nathan's King Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's go to January 1954. Give a listen to The Strangers. The Strangers on King. John Grant on lead. Number 8 by The Strangers. It's called My Friends.
To say you're all my friends, and I should listen to all of you, for they say you're so untrue, so untrue. Telling me I should let you go again, for they say you're driving me insane.
Are my friends right again? Oh, smiling faces blending everywhere. My eyes are the only ones filled with tears. Don't cry, my darling, and don't run away. Don't leave me here to give the chance to say we told you so. Yes, yes, my friend, I know just how far you gonna let her go. Don't know, she sets my heart aglow.
Here you go, coming in at number 6 on the survey. That is the first of 6 on the King record label from January '54. Song entitled My Friends, John Grant on lead, that great group out of Brooklyn, New York. Let's move to entry number 5 now, as this song was previously number 2 on the survey, dropping down to number 5. This group from Harlem, New York. This release from September of 1961. They're called Dino and the Diplomats. Now, the lead singer on this, Dino, is really Raphael Sedano. He is the lead singer. He is Dino. And they have other releases, I think, on Vita Records. I think I have 2 or 3 by them on Vita. But this is entry number 5 from September 61. Dino and the Diplomats on Gene Schwartz's Laurie record label. It's called I Can't Believe at number 5.
Dum dum da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum can we are really dum da dum dum the call of I have for you. Can't believe we're finished, can't believe we're through. In spite of all the love I have for you,
I can't believe that we are really through. It's not of all the love I have for you. I can't believe that we are really through, really through.
dum dum da dum 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 da dum dum.
I always thought we were the perfect pair, so much in love without a single care. But now you're mine, no more will I despair, I despair. Why, oh why, tell me why, oh why did you go and hurt me so? Can't you see, misery is all I've known. Being love for love, if only you could learn to miss me too. Until we still could make our dreams come true. Till then I won't believe that we are through, really through.
Dum dum da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum dum can we are really through. Dum 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 dum
September 1961 release there, coming in at number 5 on the survey. That's Dino and the Diplomats. Dino and the Diplomats on the Lori label. Features Raphael Sedano. He's the lead singer on that. And a song entitled I Can't Believe. I had that on the... Lori Records put out a cool series, like their collector series, I think. I don't know how many volumes, but supposedly all their group stuff came out on that. I wonder if that... Carillions is on that. Is it Carillions on that Lori thing? That's a record I'm looking for on the Lori label. But anyway, let's move to number 4 as we go to Canton, Ohio for this next group. As they formed while they were all attending high school. They had 2 releases on Sid Nathan's King record label, and this is their second release. Came out in December of 1960, coming in at number 4. It moved up, what was it, 18? Moved up 14 notches from number 18 in the month of June. It features Eddie Levert on lead. This is from December 1960. These are the Mascots at number 4 on King. It's called Lonely Rain.
Rain, 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 rain,
Rain, rain, rain, rain, rain, rain, rain, rain, rain, rain, rain. Oh, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. That lonely rain. Oh, here comes the rain. That old lonely rain. Reminding me of the time when you were mine, letting it go drip, drop, drip, remind me of the tears that I shed through all those nights, my dear. This love of ours was so divine. You are my life. Wish you were mine. This love of ours was so divine. You are my life. Wish you were mine. Oh, here comes the rain. That old lonely rain, reminding me of the time when you were mine. Letting it go drip, drop, drip. Remind me of the tears that I shed you all those nights, my dear. This
December 1960 release, coming in at number 4 on the survey. The group called the Mascots on Sid Nathan's King record label. Lonely Rain, the name of the tune. Eddie Levert, he's the lead singer. Now, they were doing a gig in Cleveland, Ohio, and they met up with Eddie O.J., who got them a recording contract with the Daco record label and changed the name of the group to the O.J. So there you go. Pre-O.J.'s there as the Mascots. As we move to number 3 here, as the Castells, they are back. We go back to Philadelphia here. This is their 6th of 7. It's their follow-up to Marcella. This is the hardest record by the Castells to get on a 45. I was And again, I was like, I can't play this record. I got to play a 78. So here you go. The last time I played this 78 was on my Newmark turntables, and it was the first time I featured a 78 on them. So this is the first time I'm playing 78s on these Audio Technicas. So let's just hope I don't have any problems. I tried it out, and it seemed to work. I had got another needle I said, let me try a new needle, and then something was wrong with that. I got to call up KAB Electronics and tell them, you sold me some bum needles, and I want, I got to order a whole bunch. The one thing you do not want to be left not having are styli for your record players, and even record players too, by the way. But some of those old-time record players play the 78s really well. So here we go. We're going to experiment with the 78s here, and if we got a little bit more time, I'll play a couple more 78s from the collection. But so I changed the speed, I changed the weight, and I changed the needles. So here we go. Coming in at number 3 from January 55, George Grant and the Castells on Herb Slotkin's Grand Records. It's a new entry to the survey. It's called Heavenly Father. Here we go.
Heavenly Father, oh, please protect the little girl I love, no matter when or where she is bound. Keep her always safe and sound. Help her to know and help her to see that I love her as she loves me. And dear Lord, help me to be the kind of boy she wants me to be.
I once had a heart that was young and gay.
Oh, young and gay.
But now it's blue. Says she's away.
Yes, she's away. You've been out from all of the rest, and with your help, she'll do her best. So take care of her. Please bring her home to me. Heavenly Father, I pray, I say I pray to thee.
There you go. That is a 70. It's not mint by any means, but it's like a V. Well, it's a nice VG, really, is what it is. But it plays. I think that plays good enough to enjoy. Really, it's hard to find this record mint. It is. They're out there, but it's difficult. There you go. January 1955, number 3 on the survey. George Grant and the Castells once again. That's their 6th of 7 on Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. A new entry to the survey. Heavenly Father. I'm going to leave the 78 turntable alone. We're going to play with this one turntable here because I only got 2 more 45s to go. So let's continue here. And entry number 2, this great group out of Newport News, Virginia, coming in at number 2. It is a new entry, initially recording for the Aladdin record label. Let's hope I don't get a copyright on this one. in 1951, but they signed with Capitol Records, and they really found success for Capitol Records. And this song making its debut at number 2, a song I first heard on the Gus Gossard Show. This was actually a hit on Billboard, number 23 on Billboard, number 12 on the R&B chart, a tune written by Ivory Joe Hunter and Clyde Otis from August of 1956. Let's give a listen to the Five Keys, Rudy West and the Five Keys at number 2. It's called Out of Sight, Out of Mind on the Capitol label at number 2.
Out of sight, out of mind. So the story goes. You forgot I exist. My broken heart knows. Out of sight, out of mind. You found someone new, but I can't change my love the way that you do. I sit around wondering about your new affair. I should forget to remember and remember not to care. I'd forget if I could, but my heart is blind. You are gone out of sight, but not out of my mind. Out of sight, but not out of my mind.
There you go, coming in at number 2 on the survey, the sound of the Five Keys. Let me take this off here. Rudy West and the Five Keys from August 1956. That's on the Capitol record label. Out of Sight, Out of Mind. That was a new entry to the Times Square survey. Well, we come down to the final, the number one record on the survey. I'm not going to show you what it is. I'm going to tease you a little bit with it, but let me put it on the turntable here. You might be able to figure it out, but I don't want to show you the label. There you go. So here we go. This was number 1 on the survey. So we're going to close the survey with the Times Square Records survey, the top 150 for the month of July and August of 1962. Now, this is the first of 2 for this group from Brooklyn, New York. And this is a record I used to hear on the Gus Gossard Show from 1959. It features Joe Cookie Lorello on lead. This is on the Mercury record label. The number 1 song on the Times Square Records survey is by the Admirations. The Admirations on Mercury. It's called The Bells of Rosarita, number 1.
The bells of Rosarita will tell the story of a boy and girl in paradise and how they fell in love. Oh, ring out,
So there you go. That's the number one record by the Admirations there. That says with Joe Cookie Lorello on lead, 1959 release, The Bells of Rosarita. There are a lot of up-tempo things in there. I saw Joe Shekatano a little bit disappointed in the up-tempos, but some cool records. It probably brought back a lot of memories to those of you that used to frequent that store, Times Square Records. I wish I wasn't around. I was too young to go into that store, but I read about it, a lot about it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know what I'm going to do next Thursday. I'm going to do something, but maybe I'll play some early 70s. I'll play a couple. We'll do a couple here. So I don't remember this record here. It's by a group called the Mystery Quartet. They're out of Philadelphia. Could this be like a popish record, though? The Mystery Quartet. It's called Don't Cry, Darling. It looks like it's a 1950 release. Mickey DeSaro, Frank Squales, Earl Wells, and Bobby Wells. I don't know. Does anybody know this Mystery Quartet record? But it's called Don't Cry, Darling. I'll play it. Let's see what it sounds like. I'm testing this just like if you haven't, I don't recall where I picked this up, but let's give it a spin here. Let's hear it.
Don't cry, darling, don't cry, darling, and I'll come back to you. You know, darling, that you're my only darling, and no one else will do. Don't worry your head, close your eyes, forever is so long, doesn't mean goodbye, so don't you cry, my darling, don't you cry, darling, and I'll come back to you. Don't worry your head, close your eyes, for every so long doesn't mean goodbye, so please don't you cry, my only darling, don't you cry, darling, and I'll come back to you, only to you, and I'll come back to you.
So what did you think of that record there? Now, you see, the Castells was not a mint record. It was like VG, but it played, 78s. the sound quality is excellent. Did that sound pretty good? I think it did sound pretty good. But anyway, there you go. They're called the Mystery Quartet. It's from 1950 on the Essex label. Essex, basically a pop label, although this is number 706. The Mystery Quartet. You can't break these records, Johnny. I got to play another one because this next, I really like this next record because my Aunt Mary taught me how to slow dance to the next record I'm going to play on the Parrot label. Put this somewhere. I want to wreck this. So, and it's a nice copy too. It plays so much better than my it's on Parrot Records. I got another one on Parrot over there. So anyway, but I like this record a lot. They're the Orchids. Two great records on the Parrot record label. The Orchids. It's called You're Everything to Me from 1955 on a 78.
Well, darling, I love you, can't you see? You're never leaving me. You're everything to me.
You're everything to me.
Well, darling, you're the angel of my dream. In your eyes, love light gleam. You're everything to me. Well, my dear, when you're near,
You everything to me.
oh, 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 yes, you know
That I love you so.
well, darling, you're the angel of my dream. In your eyes, love light gleam. You're everything to me. Well, darling, I love you, can't you see? You're never leaving me. You're everything to me.
There you go, the great sound of the Orchids. I'll play one more 78 here on the Parrot record label because I don't have the 45. I have it on a 78, and I won't pay much. Well, the maximum that I'll pay for a 78 is like $500. I won't pay more than that because I'm afraid of these things. They could easily break, and a lot of these records I didn't pay that much for. Well, some of them I did, some of them I did not. This one cost me $500. but it's a nice copy. Spence sold it to me. And I don't have. Listen, I don't know if I could afford the 45, at least not a mint one. But I have it on a 78, and it's a great record. So if I was going to do a countdown, like a relic countdown, which I think this made it, I would have to play this record here. But you'll know it. It's a great Flamingos cut. Let me just line it up here. Just make sure it's on there right. So butterfingers that I am. There you go. So here you go. Tell me if you know this Flamingos record on Parrot.
How many arms have held you and hated to let you go? How many I wonder, but I really don't want to know. How many lips have kissed you and sent your soul aglow? How many I wonder, but I really don't want to know. So always make me wonder. Don't always make me guess. If I ask you, darling, don't confess. Just let it remain your secret. But darling, I love you so. No wonder, no wonder I wonder, but I really don't want to know.
Okay, folks, I was teasing you a little bit with the 78s there. I guess they sound okay to you? The 78s sound okay if I do a 78 show? Maybe sometime really soon we can do that. I don't know what I have. I have a number of boxes. I don't know what's in there. It's all mixed like this. Stuff like this. I want to test the records first because like, I don't recall that Five Bills record on Brunswick. I think it's a good record. I have other ones by the Blenders and other things here, so I got to kind of play around with it a little bit. But again, I'll decide what I'm going to do next week. It's either going to be starting a relic survey, but I got to look and make sure I have, and I'm going to start from the end. So I'm going to play all the records that made the survey. So if it's a 1956 or a 55 survey, I'll play the records. I have probably a large percentage of them either on 45 or 78, so I'll play them. The ones that I don't have, there's like one or two. Some of them have come out on Lost Night or something. If I don't have them, I'll get them and I'll play them. But there are some big records I don't have. So, I mean, if it's 219 Train, I can play that off of 78. On the Decatur record, I can play off of a 78. Some of the other ones are booted if like the Jumping Jacks make it on Bruce. I don't have a real one on that, but others I can play. So I'll have to look. If not, I'll just, because there's too many great records that just don't get played. Even the flip sides, because if you look at those surveys, like the ones that are way at the bottom, there's there's only like 2 people that voted for it, but they're great records and nobody really knows about them. But those collectors did when they voted on those relic surveys. So we'll see how that goes. But there's a lot of records to play. It'll dictate what I can do to do that. So anyway, plus you get to hear some other 78s out of my collection. But anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed that. I will be back next Thursday with more records. I'll be back Saturday night. Again, make sure you send me your requests at Vinyltreasure. I did receive a bunch of requests here while I was doing the program this afternoon. But I will be back on Saturday. Charlene is busy putting together the list for me, so I got to pull those 45s. And anyway, but hope you enjoyed your afternoon. And I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.